Hello everyone, quick story time. So there was this time, right, when I was still young in my faith, in my walk with God, that I would just press it, God, I need a trip, a free ride, and before I know it, somehow a free ride will come. Oh God, I feel like taking ice cream, and ice cream will be provided. It was as if I put something in my mouth, like everything I asked, like God was just doing it for me. I didn't know God was wooing me until it got to this point, right? So one time I went to church and I was led. Now, not because they even called for any giving or anything. God just told me that they give me everything in your account, like everything you had. And I needed to go to work the next day. But to the goodness of God and his graciousness, I got a free ride home. Then I met someone. I was like, oh, I've not seen you in so many years. And the person gave me money. That money was more than enough, right? It was even much more than what I gave. And, I continued to do that. Right? And, God was just providing. Until it got to a point that I felt God was using me. Let me explain. So, as I continued to grow in my giving, as I continued to do the things I was doing, one time, God said, empty your account. As usual now, like, oh God, it's about to do something magnificent. I emptied my account. I'll never forget that day. I wore heels to church, and I didn't even have like change, like you have change of shoes, or you have like comfortable shoes to take home or to walk home. That day, my father left me in church, like there was no ride home. I trekked with those heels. I kept on looking. I said, God, where is the free ride? Where is the ride? Who is going to drop me off at all? Nobody should have. And when I go home, my legs were hurting. I even had muscle pull. And then I was just like, God, was it I didn't hear you well? Or was it that, I just gave because I felt like I should give? I knew how God used to speak to me, so I knew it was the one that asked me to give. Then God said to me, if I do it, I am God. And if I don't do it, I am still God. Do you trust me? I broke down in tears. And that day began my journey of waiting patiently. I began to build perseverance. I've prayed certain prayer points for 5 years. And I will hear God say, I've done it, and I will not see the manifestation. Remember, God is going to build patience in you. He's going to build perseverance in you. And sometimes we look as if He has disappointed you. But trust me, He is closer than you think. So trust God.